I had this dream which I thought was not such a big deal, but actually it's so important, it's so urgent, it's a warning from God to tell you to stop doing this and stop wasting time, because it is extremely dangerous. And you don't really realize the consequences of this until you listen to this dream. And please, listen to the entirety of it. It will change your life if you actually listen and ask yourself, what is God speaking to me? What does really resonates with me throughout this dream? Right? I'm going to give you the dream, the interpretation of it, and Bible verses that confirm it. Right? So please, listen carefully. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivaldi. I just help you here become everything God created to be. Become truly free and successful with Him. Grow with God. If this interests you, I suggest you subscribe on this channel, because it's exactly for you. And if you feel led to it, there's a link in the bio of the channel to give to this ministry. It helps so much. You have no idea. Thank you. Let's get into the dream. So, I saw a man, which can be you, whether you're a man or woman. A man facing constant temptation. Women appeared around him, trying to seduce him. One in particular caught his attention, and it was in a restaurant, and she was working, and he liked her. And it was maybe like beginning to become his girlfriend, but they weren't official yet. And he kissed her. But she had to work. She was focused on her job, and their time was cut short. They didn't have the time. She had to go work, and they couldn't spend more time together. And then he just had to move on. So this might reflect and mean a battle for purity and purpose. So this man, which can be you, can be tempted, is being tempted not only by a woman, but by the emotional distractions they represent. He's trying to fill a spiritual void with romance and validation. It's almost like he was trying to distract himself. Like he just saw a girl he liked a little bit, he just went with her, and was not necessarily the best thing, because he just was trying to like fill this void. And the timing and conditions are not right. It may also show emotional entitlement, like wanting intimacy before the covenant, right? Before marriage. Even when intentions are good, the mission must come first. Or the gift, the relationship, will be compromised, right? We cannot have a relationship and sleep with other people before getting married. I hope you know that. Even if you know that, you may not be applying that, right? And when you take the first step, for example, this man was taking the first step toward that. It was a kiss. It was just not like a simple kiss. It was like a, kiss. And this is not good. In 2 Timothy 2:22 says, flee youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. Proverbs 4:25-27, let your eyes look straight ahead, and do not turn to the right or to the left. Keep your foot from evil. 1 Corinthians 7:35, that you may live in the right way in undivided devotion to the Lord. If you live in this way, you don't mingle around, you don't go and just, let your eyes be tempted. Don't let yourself be tempted around. And also try to fill a void with a relationship that is not yet, at least, under the covenant, a covenant under God, right? And God has not blessed this relationship. And the second scene, the man closed his garage door. I think it was his door and also his family's, and he was securing it along with like thin metal bars between the handles, right? So they were like the handles, and they were like putting like a lot of metal bars, small ones, but like a lot of them. So people basically could not force the door, even if the lock broke, they should not be able to enter. But when he left, he saw like firefighters and some people that worked maybe in his home, or I don't know, it was like messy. He didn't really understand. Maybe he was in the place where many people stayed at. And firefighters came, and others as well, using the garage, right, to put their car, the truck. And then the bars were removed. He came back and he saw there was just one thin metal bar left on the ground. And that's it. There was he saw that, all the others were gone, and that's it. So basically his protection was undone by others. And it was almost like he was vulnerable, and people entered his place where he was supposedly he created like security around this place, right? But it was broken into. What could this mean? And what does this mean particularly to you, right? Write it down so that you can know what God is speaking to you, so you can take action on that exact thing. The garage may be the spiritual gate of your life, or your heart, your calling, your house. You try to secure it, but external forces, urgency, culture, people you don't know or can control, pull you back into exposure and vulnerability. And it may symbolize that your boundaries are not enough without consistency. People can enter when you're not spiritually alert or prepared. And this is also a warning about leaving doors open to the world, even unintentionally. So this man was putting these thin metal bars to secure his life, for example. He did it once and he thought it was good. But no, he needs to keep putting them. He needed to put some that are not going to fall. Because I think these ones, I guess if you just shook the door, they could just fall and the door could open. Because they were they were not like a lock. It was not an additional lock. It was just metal bars with they could just be shaky and move around. It would be a little harder to enter, but they could fall. So maybe it's something to keep doing. Keep your boundaries. In Proverbs 25:28, it says, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." So maybe you don't control who enters into your life, who you allow your life. You just let people come into your life completely randomly. That is not good. You need self-control control of your life as well. If not, you're like a city broken into and left without walls. So people can just come in your life and just mess your life up, and then you have no control over that. Ephesians 4:27, and give no opportunity to the devil. Right? So you keep yourself in a safe place constantly, and you let no option for the enemy to enter your life. This might be protection on your social media, on your use of the internet, whatever it is. What is some way that the enemy can break into your life? What do you use? You use your computer, you use your phone, you go outside, you go to the gym, whatever it is. If you go to the gym, you have very loud, bad music, especially here in the US. I guess people are just much louder music. If you let all this enter your heart, enter your ears, it enters into your body. It does something to you. And so you need to protect yourself, right? You need to be aware of these things. And on social media, if you're a man, if you follow girls that make you lust, right? You should not keep following them. You should not let these doors open. You need to protect yourself, right? Protect your environment. This is how you give no opportunity to the devil, right? This is exactly how you do it. You just control, you just delete the apps, right? Nehemiah 4:9, but we prayed to our God and posted a guard day and night to meet this threat, right? I just thought of that. Maybe it's an app blocking app that you can install on your phone. App blocking app, right? So an app that will block other apps. from actually being opened at a certain time. For example, if you struggle with like going on social media at night and you could just doom scroll at night, you can put a specific timer where at this time you have no way of opening social media, right? And so this can be a guard, right? In another scene, the man met a girl in the street. He was walking in the street, he was walking pretty fast, and he saw a familiar but unknown girl. And in the noise of the city, instead of like tapping her on the shoulder, like to just tell her something, he touched her waist, and it was almost like close to her belly, and she was wearing a crop top. Crop top, funny thing. When I was younger, I thought it was a croc top. Anyway, I thought it was croc top, like a crocodile, and I was like always say that. And right now I was like, I needed to check. Crop top, anyway. And so she smiled. The girl, like, he like touched her waist, and he asked her, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And she said, "Oh," he said, like, "Do you stay in hostels?" And she said, "Yes." And she smiled, and then he went on his way. And they parted away quickly. And this can warn you of casual intimacy without commitment. So you are searching for familiarity, like projecting connections on people you don't even know well, and touching, which maybe like means like vulnerability. It was like her stomach, her waist. This means like it's more intimate than just tapping her on the shoulder to just speak to her normally, right? And this is a fleeting distraction. It's like on the way of going somewhere, it distracts you. And she represents both temptation and affirmation. So you were affirmed by a stranger because she was smiling. She was like, "Oh yes, I like the intimacy, the close intimacy that you give me without even like us knowing each other," right? It's not normal. And you were affirmed by a stranger, and it was not rooted in spiritual identity. If you know who you are the son of God, children of God, right? You cannot like have this like proximity with people, even like small, like insignificant, like I guess hugs here that you guys do. Like you hug each other. Sometimes it gets the line can be crossed pretty quickly, right? So we got to be careful about that. Proverbs 6:25, "Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes." 1 Thessalonians 4:3-4, "For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality." So if you struggle with that, the will of God is that you don't indulge in sexual immorality. And if you struggle with lust more particularly, I have a program. God asked me to build a program to help you beat lust with Christ in 33 days. It will change your life. I had no idea how to build this program. God gave me these ideas. God gave me made me remember all these things that I did that I did not realize, that allowed me to be free from lust, right? So I'm giving it to you in this program. It's worth it. It's worth your time. It's not free because people get it for free, will not take it seriously. So please go there, take it. There's a link in the bio of the channel, maybe in the comment section. If you struggle with lust, this is for you. Especially if this video spoke to you, or any of the videos I have on lust. This is a reminder to you. If you didn't get it, get it. And I will use your urgency, scarcity, whatever it is to get you to get it, because it will change your life. Galatians 5:24. "Those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires." You need to crucify your desires. And actually, again, the Beat Lust with Christ program helps you do exactly that. In the fourth scene, he was moving through a crowd like in a movie scene. So he was like, I think he was going to an elevator. He was it was going in a house or something, or in a building, in an elevator. And while going there, he was dodging people. And he was dodging them like last minute, like right before touching them, he dodged to like not touch them. And at one point he bumped into someone. So like he just touched someone. Instead of like dodging them, he didn't do it on time. He touched this person. And so this person started looking at them, and it was like, the man started to just apologize multiple times to this person. And he's like, "I'm sorry." And then he's like, the man kept looking at him, so he's like, I'm sorry, man." And then he had an excuse. So he was like, "I'm preparing for a movie." And the man asked if he got, you prepare for a movie? You got the audition? And he said, "Not yet." But there was no audition, and there was no movie. He lied. And his friends, this guy that he bumped into, he had a friend. And so this friend asked to see something sexual on the phone of the man. So this is what he asked. Like, he asked to see even maybe on a bad website or something like that had to do with something sexual on his online on his phone. And the man refused, warning him that it's not good for his health or brain. Like, "Oh, this is not, no." He said, no, this is not good for your brain or for your health. And later he realized it's actually not even good for your time. And this was the main realization. And this could mean that you're living in a performance life, a performative life, always feeling like you're prepping for something but not really doing it. And that's why you're dodging people, creating noise, deflecting attention, and you're lying to others and yourself about progress. But the deeper realization is a revelation. It's not good for your time, right? The devil doesn't always destroy through sin, although he does a lot, right? If you sin, you need to stop. But also sin makes you waste time. And this is one of the biggest way he uses to just make people fall off from the way that God has for them. He destroys them through distractions. And this is a big deal. And sometimes the distraction is a sin, which was the case in this dream, right? This is a distraction. This is why he had this realization, because this is not good for your brain, for your health, but also for your time. Oh my God, how much time you're going to waste. And so if you waste this much time, it's really not good. In James 1:8, it says, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." John 8:44, "There is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks out of his own character." Ephesians 5:15-16, "Look carefully then how you walk, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil." Be careful about how you use your time. It's so crucial. We don't realize, we take granted for every second we have, we take it for granted. We shouldn't. We need to make the most out of it. It's crucial. Like, productivity is definitely in God's will. Like, God wants you to be productive with your time and doing His will. Not be busy, not be doing a lot of things carelessly, just focusing on what God has told you to do and do it at full speed. Like, just not wasting any time. This is what God wants you to do. In the fifth scene, back at home, an old friend shows up. Like, so he's home, and he has an old friend, not too old necessarily, but someone he knew. And his name for me was Adam. And he was a filmmaker. And he brings his gear and his big camera. He puts it on a desk or something, and he's going to start working. He's like very decided, very like, let's go. I gotta get this done. And he starts setting up to work on this shoot that he already had made. It was like going to maybe edit or, I don't know, do something, review the footage, I don't know. And as he does, he gets ready for it, right? The man becomes overwhelmed. Like, he starts like just getting emotional. And at one point, just like he cannot prevent the tears from going out of his eyes. Like, he's just like filled with tears. Like, he's crying at one point. He's like, "Bro, I love making movies. I just love it so much." Like, he was trying to hide it before, but he's like, I love doing that. And the tears are from love and regret. He realizes he's lost time, distracted by everything else, ignoring his gift, his calling. There might be someone entering right now. I might just pause a little bit, right? So, sorry guys for the interruption. So he was distracted by everything else, ignoring his gift and his calling. So here's the interpretation. This is the heart of the dream, right? This is like the thing that was the most important to me. This is the thing that actually allowed me to remember the dream. Because I was like, this dream is not important. I was even like going to like just not remember it. I didn't remember pretty much anything. And then things started like just to get back to me because of this part. This part was the most urgent and the most important. The presence of Adam, symbolically man, creation, purpose, brings a reminder of your calling. And the man cries not just from joy, from like, oh, I love this, but also from a deep sorrow of delay, right? And this is your call to return to your calling. Return not just to films, maybe it's films, but to your God-given creative assignment. And now it's time. Now, right now, not later. No more delay, no more excuses. In Romans 11:29, it says, "For the gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable." So this is something that you have to do, right? And you cannot delay what you have to do. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." In Joel 2:25, it says, "I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten." So even though you wasted time, God will restore it to you, but you need to stop wasting more time. It's extremely important. And here are some action steps, some 5 action steps that you need to take right now. And after watching this video, you don't waste any more time. You don't let the enemy distract you and steal this word that God has placed on your path, right? And if you like this video, like, subscribe to not miss the next one, because if God spoke to you through this one, He will definitely speak to you through more of these videos. And if you're led to give to this ministry, there's a link in the bio of the channel to give to it. Thank you so much. It helps so much. So here are the 5 action steps. 1, reject sexual distraction. Cut off any flirting, right? Any half relationships and emotional entanglements. Get clarity and boundaries. 2, secure your spiritual gates. Daily prayer, fasting, discipline. Guard your time and space. Guard people that you let in. Guard people that you follow on social media, right? 3, stop delaying the work. Get started, right? Right now. Pick up your script maybe, right? Pick up the project that you had going on. And finish. And I just had the word today as well that said, I am the Alpha and Omega, the starter and the finisher. God will help you out, but you need to also finish. Confess and commit. Be honest with yourself and God. No more lying about progress or like half truth, like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I can do this. I was doing it, but in reality, you're not really doing it. Stop lying. Face the truth, because the truth shall set you free. Use your time well. Redeem the hours. Plan and execute. God can restore, but you must move. Right now. The video is done. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next one. God bless you. Start moving.